And Kawhi Leonard, man, leaves Team USA, man. How much of
No.
how much of a big from what I know he got replaced by Derrick White. How much of a big deal is this to you guys? Kawhi leaving Team USA.
I'll,
I'll
I'll,
start. Let me start. The big story in this is them replacing him with Derrick White. And that's absolutely the wrong move. That's the absolutely wrong move. They I think I don't think everybody expected him to withdraw, but we definitely didn't expect him to play. If that makes any sense. I didn't expect him to play. Um if I was the Clippers, I think the Clippers may have called this. They may have called him and said, listen, man, we paying you to play here and you're never available for us. You're not gonna go over there and go get injured. And I think they pulled the strings and he quit. I mean, he pulled out. And I think that was the right move for him. I don't really think that we I don't think we're gonna suffer much, but not replacing him with Jaylen Brown was the biggest mistake. That was the biggest mistake. Derrick White is cool, but you don't take he doesn't replace Kawhi. When you have Jaylen Brown sitting there waiting for the call, you know what I mean? And I could argue that he should have been on there in the first place instead of Kawhi. And you replace him with Derrick White. I just don't understand the thought process behind this. Even putting Derrick White in there to replace him. I could think of 10 better players to replace him with than Derrick White. So when you got a Jaylen Brown sitting at the house, waiting on the call, and you don't call him and you call Derrick White his teammate, that's kind of sketchy to me. And I don't understand it. But that's the story in this. The story in that Kawhi is not going to be playing because who cares really? The story is more that he's being replaced with Derrick White and not Jaylen Brown.
Okay, good point. See, I agree. I don't think it's a big deal that Kawhi's out. He was not 100% healthy, anyways. It seemed like they sent Kawhi over there to practice and see if he's ready yet, off of that injury. And I think that they just said, "Yeah, you're not the same, so it's best not to risk it." And America will be fine regardless. But I do agree they could have replaced Kawhi with much better players than Derrick White. Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Chris Middleton.
I was about to say that Paul George not even on that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like I haven't even gave it full thought. There's plenty of players. I can name 10 better than Derrick White. Like you said,
James Harden. Well, I mean, it's guys.
Yeah,
they could call, man.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'm watching actually USA Canada right now.
What channel is that on?
It's on FS1. It's preparations. And I'm going to say this, USA looks like trash so far. Now, it doesn't matter. It is just exhibition, but they actually do not look good. I don't know if they're just not taking it too serious. But regardless, I think America is still going to be the favorite, Kawhi or not, Derrick White or not. I think that they're fine. And I don't think it's that big of a story.
So what's the question one more time, Keo, since I came back? My phone kicked me out because Yvonne was talking crazy.
Yeah, Kawhi leaving Team USA, is this a big deal to you?
No, man. Not at all. Not at all. What's the score right now, y'all, if y'all don't mind, before I get started?
30-30.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, Kawhi leaving the USA team is not a big deal. What's crazy is he went take all the pictures and all that. He went through the speaking to the media portion. Like, if he wasn't gonna be a part of the team, why he even went over there? In my opinion, like, just choose somebody else. I want to say shout out to Derrick White, man. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. It's a once in a lifetime. But I'm agree with you guys. I agree. Like, y'all saying that he shouldn't have been there because you got a kid that's on his team. Not even another team. On the team. There's 3 Celtics there. 3. And guess what? The MVP of the finals is not there. You got
Crazy.
3 players from the Celtics and the guy from the MVP of the NBA Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, is not on the team. Come on, USA. We got to do better. And Jaylen Brown, even on his Twitter, seems like he wanted to be there.
Yeah.
That's my issue. If he didn't want to be there, that's different. But it seemed like he wanted that honor, and they didn't give him that honor. And to me, that's kind of crazy. And everything that y'all are saying, I agree with. Like Paul George, I know C said James Harden, and Yvonne was kind of like, nah, God.
Over Derrick White?
Over Derrick White, sure.
Yeah, that's why I could name 10 people I'd rather put on there.
Me
Over
too.
Derrick White.
I
Me
mean,
too.
and then Yvonne named Chris Middleton, and she was like, nah, cuz you tripping.
Nah, hell
Well,
nah.
Middleton's better than Derrick White. Come on.
Middleton.
I'm just giving y'all a hard time on both ends. I'm just messing with y'all. But I would have loved to see Zion go over there, but of course he's injury prone as well. So
Yeah, man. As a Pelican fan, I don't want him going over there playing either.
right. So I understand that. But I really think Jaylen Brown is the one that I look back and I say, man, he got snubbed because come on, man. We gotta stop disrespecting that young man. At
Man,
some
what
point,
is the thought process behind that? That's what I don't understand.
My
What are they gonna
guess,
say?
my guess is that they want more 3-point shooters if they drive the ball to open up space. I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
I'm saying because I'm like, what are they gonna say, man? We need defense. But come on, man. Jaylen Brown, I'll take Jaylen Brown's 3-point shooting and everything else that he brings to the team over anything.
Yeah, but if you want 3-point shooting, you got guys like Paul George, Damian Lillard that's still there that you could have chose. I don't know. Shout out to Derrick White though, man. He played well in the playoffs and the finals.
Yeah, man. But when you got Kyrie sitting at the house, what the hell do you have Derrick White there for? I don't get it, bro.
And I thought, another name, I'm going to throw another name. Shout out to Keo, man. I know he's in the Bay Area. Dude, just to have Clay on the team one last time with Steph would have been dope, I think. If you want a shooter, I'm using a shooter if you're looking for a shooter.
Right.
Is he, though?
No, he shot over 40% last year.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, he didn't play like Clay normally, but dog, Clay is still a great shooter. Like he said, he came out and said, y'all can play if y'all want. Y'all leave me open, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just tripping, man.
As far as Kawhi goes, I do think it's a big deal because, you obviously had this on your mind, obviously, and then you went through the entire process. Like, I mean, the days before the Olympics, today's their first, I guess you could say exhibition game, and you decided to withdraw. If that was your decision the entire time, then you should have let it be known then. And then so him withdrawing, I was definitely surprised by it though. As far as the Derrick White replacement, I think people are overreacting over it, man. I don't have a problem with the Derrick White replacement. Yes, we know that Jaylen Brown is the better player. Nobody's gonna debate that. But as far as fit for the team, they need. To me, I honestly felt like they needed a defensive minded guard. If you look at the past, Team USA actually has been burned by not being able to defend opposing cards in the past, especially from Olympics and from FIBA. And Derrick White, he is not going to complain about playing time and that's huge for team chemistry, man. And we're debating about who is going to be. We kind of have an idea who's going to be the starters for Team USA. Derrick White ain't going to complain about that. There's a good chance people's going to say Jaylen Brown should have been a starter on Team USA. Somebody like a Paul George should have been starter for Team USA. Those type of guys will complain about the playing time because we're talking about what Jaylen Brown's done. A max contract type of player. going to the superstar level play. People saying he should be number one, Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP. So he's always going to say, "Hey, give me some playing time. I want to play. I want to make a huge difference." Somebody like a Derrick White, he ain't going to complain about that because you can't complain to I should get more playing time than LeBron. He ain't gonna complain that I should be getting more playing time than somebody like a Steph Curry. I think that's a perfect fit though, and I think people are overreacting to it when it comes to that. And I think it's about putting a great fit for the team. And I think Derrick White has a great fit for the team.
I get what you're saying, Keo, but when you talk about the only thing I think you may have a point with is the complaining. Whereas I don't think
that's where I'm at, the complaint, not defensively.
Not defensively, because you got to think about Jaylen Brown. Who did he just guard in the finals?
Luka.
I don't consider him. I see him as playing multiple positions though. Like he's not set for one primary position.
But what I'm saying is he just guarded Luka. Luka's one of the best scoring guards in the league, in the country, in the world. So I mean, if we talking defense, I'm sure Jaylen Brown could have handled that task.
And I'll even throw something else out there. Like for me, and this is no shot at what Keo's saying, but I know we're about to talk about him in a second. But what is Derrick White? And like he ain't gonna play much on this team, and I agree with you. He's not gonna argue about playing time. But if you're not worried about playing time and you just want something for Team USA, why not put Cooper Flag on the team?
Yeah.
In my opinion, like if you just you get that exposure out there, man. Cooper Flag, to me, I know he's in college, but I'm saying like for the most
he hadn't even played a college game yet, though.
Bro, like still, but he's gonna be the number one pick next year. I know we're about to talk about him in a second, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like if you're doing that, then choose somebody that can move the needle a little bit in some form or fashion.
Well, speaking of moving the needle, I'm shocked LeBron didn't ask for Bronny on this team.
Look, there you go.
That would have been the most LeBron move ever. And tonight on the show, y'all would have defended that nonsense. And LeBron should just stick to playing. That's what I say.
Hey man, you that's just a hater in you. Talking crazy.
Yeah, I think people are like kind of downplaying the Derrick White pick though, man, because he is a solid player though. He had a solid season and definitely
he did. But here's my thing, though, Keo. We talk about business. I know, I understand what you're saying. He ain't gonna complain. But everybody on the team, you could be like, man, I got that USA Steph jersey. I got that US. Nobody's going to get the USA Derrick White jersey. Like, what is the point? Jaylen Brown, you're gonna sold some jerseys.
So you don't think Derrick White don't have his own fan base also?
Hey, bro.
No.
You guys are downplaying that, man.
I swear. I picked the Celtics because of guys like Derrick White on the team. So I'm not, no disrespect, but it's not, nah, we're not doing that.
Here's my thing. This is the United States. This is the United States national team. We're supposed to be, this time we're sending our best. Derrick White is our best. Is that what you're telling me? No. He's not one of our 12
He fits
best.
the team best what they're
Damn
trying to do.
I don't want to hear none of that fit my team's stuff, man. That's what we did in FIBA.
I can't believe you would say nobody's gonna get a Derrick White jersey.
No,
really?
Man, no.
Come on, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. In the early 2000s, it was a thing hot called throwback jerseys. So everybody was looking for the most obscure jersey you could find. And I remember looking for a B.J. Armstrong Bulls jersey. I didn't want the Michael Jordan or the Pippen. I wanted the B.J. Armstrong one, and it just didn't exist. So it'll be people that's into that type of stuff that'll be looking for this Derrick White USA national team jersey. But I'm just saying, I just saw Devin Booker turning the game, checking the game. He's not gonna get much playing time on here. How much time you think Derrick White's gonna get?
Well, I
get Christian
also want
Laettner
to.
type
And
of
how
time.
much and
I
how
also
much
wanna
time and,
add-
and how much time you think Jaylen Brown is gonna get if you're saying that about Devin Booker?
A hell of a lot. He's better than
No,
Booker.
he won't. He won't get that much playing time.
Bro, this man is the man is the MVP of the finals.
So
Why
is
wouldn't he get
Iguodala.
much? Huh?
So is Iguodala.
Wasn't Iguodala on one of these teams?
He was.
Okay.
But I actually Derrick White is the worst player on the team now, and there's no shame being the worst player on the U.S. national team. Okay?
Right.
But I thought the worst team prior to that, worst player prior to that, I thought would probably Bam Adebayo. I think y'all would agree. It's probably him or Halliburton, and I'd say Bam is probably the worst. And like I said, there's no shame in that.
What's crazy is did Bam start at center or did
I actually don't agree with
Davis.
I'm wilding.
Davis started at center?
Who's the worst, X?
I know it's gonna sound bad because another guy I gave props to. I think Drew Holiday is the worst player on the team.
No, he's not.
No, hell no.
I disagree with you.
Halliburton's better than Drew.
He cannot do what Halliburton does. If you switch them out, he cannot do what Halliburton does in Indiana. He can't.
No. Drew's better than Halliburton.
He played for my
and Bam.
Pelicans. He played for my Pelicans. He cannot be the star guy on any team.
If he had to be, you put him on Indiana and he was put in the place of Halliburton,
he wouldn't do it, Halliburton. He wouldn't have got to the playoffs. They wouldn't have beat the Knicks with Drew Holiday instead of Halliburton.
I disagree.
I don't know. I can't say that, bro.
He's also better than Bam.
I like Bam. I think Bam's underrated.
Sure, but Holiday's like proven. He's
All
certified.
right, next
he plays
topic.
on a team that's loaded.
Next topic,
he's
man.
a huge part of 2 rings.
Well, he was the 3rd or 4th best player at best.
And Bam should be the 3rd or 4th somewhere.
The Celtics don't win this championship without Drew.
I agree with that, but that doesn't mean you're not a role player.